As the sun shines on all of my glory, my flaws don't look so bad at all. What was I so afraid of?
Hey everybody, it's Sharmel. Welcome back to Locs, Lux Lifestyle. Welcome back to another video. So today I am back with a full maintenance video and we're going to be washing, retwisting, and styling my locks. So let's get right into it. So I'm sure as you guys can see from the intro, I did recently color my hair again. So this is literally right after my coloring process. I will have a separate video dedicated to that, but for now we are going to just start with a good shampoo on my locks. So today's video is sponsored by Style Factor, and they sent me over some items from their Lockbooster collection that I'm going to be incorporating throughout this full lock maintenance video. So to shampoo my hair today, I'm going to be using the Lockbooster Lock Refreshing Shampoo. So this shampoo is made with natural peppermint oil. It deeply cleanses the scalp and hair, and it also has like a minty fresh fragrance. The texture and consistency is more on the loose, runny side. I personally like the consistency because I feel like it's easier to move and massage throughout your hair. Especially having locks, you want something that's going to really get into those deep inner parts of your locks and really do a good job at cleaning them out. Like I said, it is made with peppermint oil, but it really didn't give me that tingling sensation that I like, but that's pretty minor, and overall it did really do a good job at cleaning my hair. So for my first shampoo, I mainly focus on my scalp, and I'm also using my scalp massager. Not only does it feel good, I also feel like it helps lift up any buildup that you may have like at the roots of your locks or on your scalp. And then I'm going to give my hair a rinse, rinsing out the shampoo from the first wash. And then I'm going to go in with my second shampoo, and for my second shampoo I focus more on like the ends of my locks, and I'm making sure to really squeeze my locks to make sure that shampoo is penetrating all of my hair. I also kind of like scrunch my locks and scrub them in my hands, just making sure that they're clean and I'm getting all of it clean. And now we're back to rinsing, and for my last rinse I go in and rinse a little longer, making sure that all the soap is out of my head. This part is very annoying but is very necessary. Make sure you're rinsing until all the product is out of your hair. You don't want to leave any product behind because that's what causes buildup. Sometimes after I get out the shower and I like examine my hair in the mirror, if I see anything, I'll give my hair another rinse in the sink. But yeah, just make sure you're rinsing all of the shampoo out your hair. So here is my hair after it's been clean, and now we're going to move on to moisturizing. So I'm going to be using the Lockbooster Scalp Moisturizing Oil, and this is made with peppermint and tea tree oil. So I'm just raking the oil through my locks, and then I'm also going to run it through my scalp. So this oil is super lightweight, but it made my locks so soft. I do think that this is like the perfect everyday oil. It keeps your locks really soft without making them feel super weighed down. Next, I'm going to go in with the Style Factor High Fortifia Biotin Stimulating Drops in the Intensive Oil. The High Fortifia line is supposed to help with conditioning the hair, preventing breakage, and stimulating hair follicles. So I tell you guys all the time, my hairline is super fine, and then recently I had a little situation with my edges on one side, so I'm just using these products to give my hairline a little extra TLC, and I've also been incorporating them into my nighttime hair routine. But that's pretty much it for the washing portion. Here's a quick little length check before my hair starts to dry and shrink up. And I usually break my maintenance routine into 2 days. So day one, I'll wash, and then the following day I will retwist. So here are my locks the following day after my hair has dried. So I'm just going to start by rehydrating it with a little bit of water, and then I also go in with a little more hair oil just to kind of freshen it up and make it easier to work with. So Style Factor sent me over a few options for retwisting. The first one is the Lockbooster Loctician Gold. And if you guys are familiar with my videos, you know that the original Lockbooster Loctician is one of my favorites. I've used it in several videos, and I guess the Loctician Gold is supposed to provide an even stronger hold. As much as I love the Loctician line, I'm not going to use it in this video, but I do plan to use it in the future, and I will keep you updated on the Loctician Gold. So for my retwist today, I decided to try out the Lockbooster Spider Grip. So the Spider Grip is a versatile pomade. It has a hydrating formula, but it still provides a strong hold. It works for styling twists, braids, and locks, and it holds your styles into place. So this product was super easy to work with, you guys, and a little goes a long way. Sometimes when you work with pomade like products, they can be kind of stiff and they just kind of sit on top of the hair, and you have to do a lot of work to kind of smooth it in, but I did not have that problem with this. I also tried it on my boyfriend's locks, and it was the same thing, super easy to work with. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's definitely giving the Loctician line a run for its money. Like, I really enjoyed using the Spider Grip. If you are interested in any of the Style Factor products that I'm showing in this video today, I will have all the information linked down in the description box. Style Factor products can be found at your local beauty supply store. I know I've seen their products in several stores in my area. I've also purchased their products on Amazon before, and when all else fails, guys, just go to Google, type in the product you're looking for, and Google will pull up all the online retailers that carry the products. But yeah, y'all have seen me retwist my hair a million times before, so yeah, I'm just giving myself a good old-fashioned retwist. And here is how my hair looks after all of my locks have been retwisted. I think it looks really good. I am really pleased with the results from the Spider Grip. And I didn't notice any of that like white film or buildup that some products leave behind. And now I'm gonna foam everything down using this foam mousse from the Edge Booster line. I like to use foam afterwards because it's gonna give it a nice little shine, and it also helps to just kind of set everything in place. And then I'm just going to tie my hair down using some wrapping paper, and then I'm going to put my blow dryer cap on and blow dry for about 30 minutes. And so after my hair is fully dried, I'm just going to remove the paper and then take out all of my clips. And here are the full results of my retwist. Again, it looks so good. I got a lot of great hold, but it still has a lot of body and movement. And so now on to styling. So for my style today, I was inspired by this stylist on Instagram. Her name is Luxurious Roots. She creates a lot of two-strand twist styles, which is right up my alley because you guys know I love me a good two-strand twist style. So yeah, I was inspired by a few looks on her page, and I'm basically doing like a two-strand twist Barbie ponytail with a side bang. So to extend my 2-strand twist, I'm going to be using this spring twist hair from Outre Expressions, and it's in the color 2T99J/350. And I'm just cutting the bundles in half just because it's pretty long and I didn't need that much length. So I'm starting with my bang first, and I basically kind of start off as a flat twist to make sure that it hangs in the direction that I want it to. And for 2-strand twists, remember to twist together the opposite direction of your retwist. So I twist down some, and then I'm going to go in with that spring twist hair and feed it in towards the bottom half to extend my 2-strand twist. And so here's where things start to go a little left. So usually when I extend my 2-strand twist, I prefer to use Marley hair. But when I went to the beauty supply store, the spring twist hair I feel like had the better color match. So I decided to just try it with the spring twist hair. And I did a couple of pieces in the front, and I just honestly wasn't feeling the way the spring twist hair was looking. Now in hindsight, looking back at the footage, the twists don't look that bad, but in person, like when I was doing it, something was just off and I just was not feeling it. So originally I had wanted like no more than like 4 twists for my bang, so I'm creating my next one. But then as I was doing this flat twist, as you guys can see, I used a few more locks for this one, and this twist started to come out like too big. So it was just looking really chunky, and I was like, I do not want a big twist hanging in my face. And y'all, I was just really having a hard time with this style. So I decided it would probably be best if I stuck to 2 locks per 2-strand twist. So now I'm just doing kind of like layers for my bang, and I'm twisting. But even then, y'all, something was just not right. And I know it doesn't look bad on camera, but I really just don't care for the texture of spring twist hair. And yeah, I was just not feeling it. So I took those down and I went to the beauty supply store, and I came back with some Marley hair. However, my new dilemma was that they didn't have the color that the spring twist hair was. So I got one pack in a 30 and another pack in a 350, and I'm gonna try to make something work. So the 350 color is actually Cuban twist hair, but as you guys can see, it's a lot more coarse compared to the spring twist hair, which is my preference. Like the Marley hair and the Cuban twist hair, I feel like it just mimics my natural hair texture a lot better than the spring twist hair. Honestly, all the hair can produce the same style, but spring twist hair is just more of a higher luster, so it's shinier, it's more silkier. Like it's textured, but it looks still very silky. In my opinion, the Marley hair looks like 2 locks being twisted together, whereas the spring twist hair looks more like loose natural hair twisted together, if that makes sense. But honestly, by the end of the style, I was using a little bit of everything. So again, you can use either type of hair to create this style. It's just a matter of preference. So right here, I'm just again doing my 2-strand twist in the front for my bang. I also wasn't really crazy about this color. Like I just felt like it wasn't matching, but I just knew I had to commit to the style. So now that my bang is done, I'm just going to pull the rest of my locks up into a high ponytail. And then I'm just going to secure them with a scrunchie, and I make it tight enough that it's secure and in place, but I don't do it too tight because we don't want it to be uncomfortable. And now I'm just gonna start grabbing 2 locks at a time and just creating more twists and feeding in that extra hair to extend the twist. So initially, I did not want my ponytail to be like super long. I wanted it to hang kind of just like medium length, kind of like at my neck. But after I created this first twist, y'all, it was just looking so funny. Yeah, it was just hanging very awkwardly, so I ended up making the twist a bit longer because I feel like it was weighing it down more and they were just hanging a little better. But even then, you guys, I was honestly just not feeling it. Like, I didn't know what to expect at this point, but I'm like, I just gotta finish. Like, I gotta trust the process to see it through. I wasn't feeling the color. I was using like a mixture of all the different hair that I had, trying to just get the color to blend properly. I wasn't feeling how inconsistent the twists were looking. Like, I'm be honest with y'all, I was so excited to try this hairstyle, and then I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it in this process. But eventually it did start to come together a little bit, and I was able to find somewhat of a rhythm. So instead of feeding the hair in at the bottom, I started feeding it in closer to the roots, and I feel like that helped blend the colors a little bit better, and it made it like an ombre. I was also having issues with the ends of my locks sticking out. So what I did was, once I got like to the end of my natural locks, I almost did like a faux lock where I wrapped it around like a few times, and then I continued the twist, and that just kind of helped secure my locks into place so that they don't stick out of the twist, and that helped a lot. It did kind of change like the consistency of the twist a little bit, but at this point, y'all, I was too far gone. I was too deep in, and I had to make something work. So here's what it looks like after all of the twists are in. In one of the twists, I left long, and I'm going to use that one to wrap around my base to hide the rubber band, and it's also just going to give the ponytail a little more height and structure so that it just kind of sits and falls how I want it to. And I just wrap it around as many times as I can, and then I secured it with a bobby pin. And then I'm just going to touch up my edges using my favorite edge control, the Style Factor Edge Booster. And then I'm going to go back in with some more foam just to set the style in place. And I'm also going to use some wrapping paper to help set that. And I'm also going to run some of that foam through the twist in the ponytail, because some of these twists just had a mind of their own, and I wanted to relax them a little more. And now I'm going in with this hot wet towel that I steamed, and I'm going to run that through the ponytail as well. This is an alternative to dipping the hair. Again, just trying to get those twists to relax and to hang how I want them. And this method definitely helped them kind of loosen up and relax a lot better. And then lastly, I'm going to go in with my blow dryer on a high setting, and this is just going to help set everything into place. Whenever you use any type of setting foam, it always works best, in my opinion, when you set it with heat afterwards. If you don't, you're just applying like wet product onto your hair. So yeah, I'm blow drying it to just further set everything. And here is how it looks after I'm all done. Definitely some imperfections, but y'all see the look I was going for. Definitely gonna play around with this method and figure out how I can get it to just be a little better. And I wasn't really feeling the bang hanging too much, so I decided to make it like a swoop bang instead. So I'm just swooping that around, and then I'm going to secure it with some bobby pins. And I definitely ended up liking it with the swoop bang a lot better. But overall, the style came out alright. It's not one of my favorites, but you know, it's always fun to try something new. I really only wore the ponytail down for like a day, and then I ended up just wearing it in like a high bun, and I like the swoop high bun look the best. But honestly, this style just did not last long overall. Like, I was over it after the weekend, and I ended up repurposing it into like a lock knot bob, which is definitely more my vibe. But yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks again to Style Factor for sponsoring this video. All of their information will be linked down in the description box. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.